If you spend any amount of time working to restore the appearance of old photographs, you're going to run into some challenges, some photos that are particularly damaged and need a lot of work. In any situation, when you're working on an older image, it can be helpful to have a strategy, but that's especially important when it comes to images that need quite a bit of effort to make them look their best. I often joke that if you asked me how much it would cost to restore a photo, I wouldn't really be able to give you an estimate in terms of hours or dollars. Instead, I'd ask you how much you wanted to spend, and I'd work until I had exhausted that budget. And what I mean by that is that in many cases, I could keep working on an old photo forever. Every time I clean up some little blemish, I'm going to find something else that could be improved. Therefore, in many cases, it can be helpful to figure out what are the priorities for a photo. What are the most important corrections that you want to apply? Let's take a look at this image, for example. It certainly needs a lot of work, but I think right off the bat I would prioritize cropping the image because I don't need to have this outer frame, and then I would start to think about some of the blemishes. But I would prioritize those. I would focus on cleaning up the blemishes on the face and also in the background because those are very distracting. But some of the other blemishes, for example on the drum or on the uniform of the soldier here, I might let those go. I might not worry too much about fixing those unless I feel that the photo is very important and I have the time to spend on improving all of those details. I would also want to darken up the bottom portion of the image because this faded area is a little bit distracting. The point is that I'm going to prioritize the corrections that I'll apply to any photograph. I'll consider how important the image is, how distracting some of those blemishes are, and how much time I'm willing to spend to make an image look its best. The key is to have a thoughtful strategy, to not just haphazardly move around from one correction to another, but to think about the approach you'll take for a particular image, and then follow that plan as you work to improve the photo.